So, look, I'm going to tell you straight up the very first thing that you're going to need if you want to make the jump online with your junk removal services and start getting people to find you for that service that you provide. I don't care if you're doing commercial, residential, small demo work, yard waste debris, construction removal. The very first thing that you need to do when you're jumping online is to set up a Google business profile for your business. It is shocking. It really is shocking to see so many junk removal business owners out there really spend the time to get a website built out, to go get their truck, to get their equipment, to get their business license, to get a checking account. And it's stunning to see how many of them do not have a Google business profile set up for their business when the damn things are 100% free. Now, I will tell you, it is a pain in the ass to set one of these things up. But since you already went out there and did all that stuff, got your license, your business license, checking account, all that stuff, you're already like 10 steps ahead from some of these people that are setting these things up to begin with. So, why is this super important for your junk removal business? Well, the reason it is because these days, I tell people all the time, you use it all the time. When you need any type of home service, let's say you woke up with after a big storm and your roof is leaking, or you got up one morning and you noticed that your water heater's overflowing in the garage. It's got a massive leak. What's the very first thing that you do? What do? You pull out your smartphone, you type in water heater repair, roofing repair near me, or roofing repair in your town, water heater repair in your town, and you scroll on that phone and you look to the listings, you see the advertisements, and you're going to see the squares for the map listings for Google's local businesses. And that's where you want to be as a junk removal service. So when somebody's fed up with their garage, they walked into the garage and bumped their knee, or they fell over a bag of crap they've had in the garage for years. And you know what? They've hit that boiling point and they say, you know what? I'm done with it. I want somebody to come get rid of my crap. What are they going to do? They're going to go on their smartphone. They're going to pull it out of their back pocket or off the kitchen counter and going to say junk removal service in your town. And if you're not there, they're not going to call you. You need to be in that three spot and get yourself found out there. Now, the problem with these listings is whenever you set one of these listings up, what Google ends up doing is as soon as you get that thing set up, you go through the process of getting that thing verified, put your business name, your business address, the website connected to it, add your services, pick your categories, all that stuff when it comes to junk removal services. The instant you do that and it gets verified, Google will drop a pin right where you set up that business profile. So what ends up happening is once you set this thing up, your radius begins at that point. So let's say there's somebody that's 2 miles away from your home and needs junk removal services. What they'll do is they'll type in junk removal service near me, hit enter. And since you're only about 1 or 2 miles away from their actual location, your listing will show up on their phone and position you for that call, for that free lead from Google. So this is why it's super important for you to set one of those listings up. What's even more important is you're going to get reviews. You're going to get a bunch of people to give you reviews. And if you start racking up reviews, and when you first set this thing up, just go ahead and get reviews from friends and family, previous businesses, previous people you've done services for. So start getting that review count up because those are very, very important when it comes to people choosing you in that three pack. So let's say there's three businesses on there and the top guy's got 75, the next guy's got 65, and you only got three. I mean, just think about it. Who are you going to call? I would call the guys in the top two, right? So it's very, very important that you start working on getting those reviews built up and really, and I mean really go out there and really kick ass for junk removal services. There's a lot of people that I help that are absolutely stellar at providing great service. They get so many damn reviews. It's fantastic to see. So it's very important to get that thing going and get everything dialed in and start making an impact, start getting found online for the services that you provide. So let me give you a quick rundown of how you should structure and set up your Google business profile. All right, so the very first thing you're going to want to do is just go ahead and go on Google right now and type in Google business profile, sign in with your Google account, and you got the opportunity to build 100% free Google business profile right here. So let's go ahead and go through this so I can just show you how this whole thing works. Let's pretend my business name is Local Haulers Junk Removal. Business category is pretty obvious. It's going to be junk removal service. There you go. Then you hit next. Now what Google's going to ask is, do you want to add a location customers visit like a store or office? Now, typically, if you're like a service provider, you'd select no, but I would recommend you hit yes. And the reason you want to hit yes even though your address is going to be displayed on this listing, I just want to tell you that people will not go to your business. They just won't. Junk removal is a unique industry because it's kind of like a one and done type thing. If you go out there and somebody calls you for junk removal to get rid of their old couch, you go there and pick up their couch, provide a great service. They're happy, they pay you, it's a done deal, it's over with, right? There's no, of all the people that I've helped with their local stuff, I've helped a lot of junk removal businesses, other industries as well. I've never run into the fact where a customer goes out there and goes to the people's houses to ask for that service. The only reason you're doing this, and I can't emphasize how important this is because if you display your address on your business profile, Google's search engine will trust your business like 5 to 10 times more than if you don't. So when somebody types in junk removal service near you in your town or things like that, there's a higher probability of your listing showing up in front of that customer because Google, it rewards people that are proud enough to show or brave enough to show their address. That's how confident they are in their services that they don't even care that they'll display their address. So it's very, very important that you do. So let's go ahead and hit yes. And I highly recommend, you don't have to do it, but if it was me, I would 100% do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in a address here for like my office here. We'll go ahead and put in Suite 23. The city is Paso Robles. State, of course, is California. 93446. We'll hit next. It's going to ask if you are one of these business owners, and we're not. So we're just going to put none. Hit next. Do you want to provide deliveries to home offices? Yes, that's exactly what you do. You provide services to people's locations. Add the service area. So in my case, I'm just going to put my town, Paso Robles. And then you can add other towns. You don't want to put too many towns that are like 30, 40 miles away. Your listing just not going to reach that far. Maybe 20 miles away max. So I'll put in like 2 more towns. I'll just leave that how it is. I'm going to put my phone number in here, website. I'll just put in some, I don't have a website, so we'll just skip that. But this is where you add your website, hit next. And now it's going to ask you to verify the whole thing. Select a way to get verified. Now, this is where Google's going to want you to verify with a video. So we'll go ahead and hit next. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but it shows you exactly what you need to do. Show your surrounding areas, such as street signs, neighbors' businesses, show business printed on permanent fixtures like signage, right? So you have your truck parked in front of your house, you have business cards, you got a business license, things like that. And what you're going to do, you're going to get a QR code. Let me show you really fast here. Plan ahead, make sure all 3 requirements are going. You hit start record. You see what I'm saying? You get your phone and hit that. And then what you're going to want to do is going to walk through and show Google that this is your street, show your truck right there, show your key unlocking and locking your truck to let them know that you are the business owner there. I would record that business license that you have. I would record even the checking account envelope. It shows your physical address with your business name, all of that stuff. The more you show Google, the higher probability you're going to have of getting this thing verified. You send that video to them. Once that video is sent, well, it usually takes maybe 24, 48 hours. You get a response back that your listing has now been approved, and then you're good to go. So you can see this is not approved at all, right? But then once it's approved, this will be gone. It's going to be verified. So then you go and edit your profile right here, and we selected junk removal. What I recommend for your business is to add more categories. Some of the ones you should select is garbage collection service. Another one is house clearance. That one you can use for property cleanouts, hoarder cleanouts, eviction cleanouts, estate cleanout, things like that. Another one, debris removal. So another one is waste management. Right, and then you hit save. And now you have all these categories, right? Now when you have these categories, you're going to go in here and edit your services. So here's your services, and then you can start adding services for each one of these categories. Since this is not verified or anything like that, it's only showing junk removal. Once it's verified, you're going to have those additional categories, and you're going to add services to there. So then right here is where you can add stuff like appliance removal, right? Furniture removal, and you get the idea. You know what you throw away, all that stuff, right? And then there's this where you're going to go ahead and add photos of some of the stuff you've done, add your logo in here, add the cover photo, fill this out when you started, the opening date, contact, some social media posts, accounts, you set them on there as well. Just fill this out to your best of your ability, add pictures, all that stuff, hit verify, and you should be good to go. Once this is all set up, I would go out there and try to get reviews as quickly as possible, get 3, 4, 5 reviews from people that you know, friends and family. And what's going to end up happening is, since you've got a verified listing in that specific location, there's a high probability, even after maybe a couple of weeks, of your listing showing up in front of those people in that small perimeter of your area and seeing your listing and giving you a call and all that good stuff. Now there's a way to increase that exponentially, had that thing spread out 15, 20 miles and reach a massive amount of clientele, generate a lot more leads that way, 100% free by showing up organically. And that is by properly building out a website that matches all these categories that you selected and services that you've selected on your listing, so that you get placed in front of the customers the moment they need those junk removal services. So there you go. That's the very first thing you should be doing if you're going to jump online and want to showcase your business and get found online, start generating some leads, is get that Google business profile set up. Go ahead and get their Facebook page, Instagram page, a website set up, whatever. But I would prioritize that Google business profile above else. It does take a little bit of an effort. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to do. But if you do it, like I said, it's a perfect opportunity to start generating some 100% free leads in at least a 1 or 2 mile radius of your location. If you fill that thing out correctly, properly, got some reviews from some people, hooked up that website to that listing, and start getting found online. Like I said, if you guys want help with the website, you want to expand the radius and reach of that listing, get found for way more services, whatever services you provide, go to the description below. I can show you how to build out a website. It's called SEO for your website, and get you found online and build you out a really strong presence and start generating leads for your business and get them going consistently month after month, year after year. Other than that, if you guys want to learn more about some of these services and how to get your business found online better, I'll create some links here on this video. You guys can check that out. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.